And we're going to come back to our theme now. So, as many of you may have already heard, our service today is about space. And when I first think about space, I think about outer space in a rocket ship among planets and stars, and how awesome it would be to take a trip to space and see Earth from far away, or see so many stars without the distraction of city lights or pollution. But there's no need to grab your astronaut helmet today, because we are going to be talking more about the space around us, the space we take up, the space we share together. And because it's New Member Sunday and I'm thinking about space, I started thinking a lot about our shared space, our church building that a lot of us have not been to for a very long time, and that some of us, maybe including our new members, have never been to. It's hard because when I think about this community, I think about that place, that space that we share, and the good times that we've had, or the growing times that we've had together there. But we have not been able to be together there for a long time. And yet, we have still had community in a lot of ways, as best as we can, to help keep people as safe as we can. You may have also heard this morning that we are hoping to move forward to a multi-platform way of being together, something that includes people from our community both in person together and virtual, as we have been for the last 2 years. And as I think about returning physically with some people from our community, I think about all the different people that make up the community and how we fill that space together. You see, each of us comes into that space bringing pieces of who we are. Things like things we like to do, or things that we think, things that we feel, ways we identify, things we don't like, hopes and dreams, and so much more. And sometimes, especially when they are harder pieces to deal with, we call all of that baggage. But we can think about it more as like a collection of purses and bags, maybe backpacks and suitcases and other things that we carry around everywhere we go. That one's upside down. Bear with me here. So just picture this. We've got a bunch of us here, right? And we all are carrying our stuff around. And we want to come together and try to fit in a space, maybe something like a circle. I know this is more like an egg, but just play along here. And we're carrying our collection of things, and we try to fit our whole selves into the circle. But then others come along and try to fit their whole selves into the circle, and we all bring all that we are, and we all try to fit into the circle. And somehow we make it work. But then more people come along and they bring all of their things. Whoop. And then we start to realize we're trying to fit all into the same space together, but it's not working. So we think, okay, what if I leave out this part of who I am? Maybe if I don't have this thing, maybe we'll fit. And we squish and we try and we might figure it out. And then something happens. More people come and we're still trying to squish and fit into the circle. Some people, they don't even make it into the circle. And then what happens sometimes is we realize we can't put down that piece of who we are anymore just to fit into this circle. Or maybe we pick up new things, new pieces of who we are. I don't know about you, but after the last 2 years in the pandemic, sometimes I feel like I'm carrying around a lot of new baggage. So we're all trying to fit into this space and bring who we are and leave out the pieces of who we are so that we can fit. And sometimes we leave other people out altogether, but there's a different solution. Maybe just maybe, we can try and make the circle wider. Make the circle wider. Instead of leaving out pieces of who we are, instead of leaving out the people who don't fit, we make the circle bigger and we make sure everyone has a place in the space. Now, this doesn't mean that every bag that you're carrying around is absolutely wonderful, and some of those bags we can get rid of. And we can learn together which ones we may need to let go. Like when we do work about lifting up our 8th principle, we may realize that it's time to change some things about what we do or the way we think, and those bags are okay to get rid of. But in general, one of our greatest accomplishments is when we work together to make sure that we all belong in our space and that we can all bring all of who we are. And this takes time and work and energy, and it's not easy. It's never easy, but that makes it just all the more important. Now, here is a surprise ending for you. I don't have a challenge for you today. Take the week off. Listen to the rest of the service. Okay, you might not get the week off because I'm sure Reverend Kayla will challenge you in some way, but get ready because the theme for next month is widening the circle. You see what I did there? So we're going to come back to this, and I'm sure I'll have many challenges for you then. Okay? Thank you.